Welcome to day 4 of the 7-day movement series. Today I'm going to talk about arms and strengthening into the back and the arms. Basically proper push-ups, finding the stabilizers in your back to support the arms and all of that. Like we did with the core, it's very important to find that shoulder stability and the connection in the stabilizers in the back to be able to move from the arms properly. And even when we're using weights, I'll show you also some movements you can do with weights as well. Okay, so first of all, what I want to speak about is finding the stability of the shoulder blades and the stabilizers in your back as well. Okay, so you can think about having your shoulders up here and having all the tension up in your neck, which for a lot of us, this is a normal place to be. Now what I want you to think about, so actively take your shoulders up into your ears. Actively take it there. Like you think it's not meant to, take it there. And scrunch almost the neck down into it. What's happening in your mid to upper back? Like, what do you feel there? Generally it might feel like nothing. Okay, this might be pretty uncomfortable for you, but just play along. From here, I want you to think about sliding the shoulder blades down your back and releasing this tension here, but find those muscles like almost mid to upper back. If you imagine someone who's built on their back and you see that triangle, I want you to imagine that triangle at the bottom, that tip, and I want you to imagine sliding the shoulder blades down towards that and finding and engaging in the muscles in the back. So moving the shoulder blades down the back and taking the tension out of the neck and the shoulders here and finding the stability into your mid to lower traps is going to start supporting the back and the shoulders, and or finding the connections in the back and supporting the shoulders. From there, I also want you to think about your lats, which is your biggest back muscle. So the way you can find your lats is if you place your hand on your side here and you lift your arm up, you slide the shoulder blade down, and almost what I want you to think about is pulling the shoulder into the underarm and bringing the hand down, but not just from your arm. I want you to pull down from your back. Okay. So then you'll feel your lats engage. And that's also one of your biggest stabilizers that you have to support the arm movements. Okay, and same with the other side. One side might work better than the other side. Okay, just a heads up. And sometimes we are not balanced at all. So just feel here that muscle engage. And that's your lat. So a good place to find it is pulling that shoulder in towards your underarm, sliding the shoulder blade down, and thinking of pulling the hand down from here instead of just from here. So you're activating those back muscles to pull the arms down. So even though this is moving into your arms, you're actually activating into your back muscles as well, which starts supporting the joints. So a lot of the times we get injuries in our shoulders mainly because our back stabilizers are not connecting and supporting them. Okay, so just find those back stabilizers supporting the shoulder blades down the back to find a good movement from your arms and from, especially as you're lifting up. So same thing as we do weights, you're keeping that stability and you keep activating into the lats, into the mid to upper traps to be able to move the arm up without lifting the whole shoulder up. Okay, so then we'll go through that now. I want to show you how to do a push-up. You have different options. I will show you against the wall as well. The wall is a really nice place to do it, obviously because you're not having your whole body weight on top. You can work vertically up against the wall, which I will get to now. You can be on your knees as well. So when you come here on your mats, be in the front of the mat if you're on the mat. If you're not on the mat, you don't have to be on the front of the mat. Place your hands on the mat, widen and lengthen the fingers, shoulders down and away. So that again, here you want the strength and the stability in your shoulders and your back to support the movement. You can be here in your half plank, belly button towards the spine, or you can tuck your toes and lift up into your plank here for your push-ups. It's up to you. What I want you to notice, if you're in your half plank, it's literally full plank, half plank, full plank, half plank. It's not here. So watch out as you go down, you're not pushing some funky stuff here. Okay. If you're up against the wall, You're going to come against the wall here. You're still in a plank. Your hands are directly up from your shoulders like if you were on the mat. Shoulders down and away. And keeping the hips there, you're going to bend down, lift the heels slightly and exhale, push it up. Okay, same, finding that stability in the shoulder blades, pulling the shoulder blades down back, finding that strength in your shoulder girdle so that you can move from the right place. If you struggle, go to the wall, do it there, find your strength, find those connections, and then come to the mat. Okay, you can choose. I'm going to do it here for today. Okay, belly button in, I will show you one, a full one. Shoulders down, make sure your bum is down, but the reason I want to do it here is because this is where most of us are, and most of us go wrong because we start doing funky things with our bodies. Okay, so on the knees, belly button to spine, shoulders down and away, keep your head an extension of your spine as you are here. Watch what your shoulders are doing, okay? Make sure you are moving from your arms. So you're bending into your elbows and pushing up. You can use your breath to help you here as well. So you can inhale down, exhale, push up. There are different ways of doing push-ups, so if you come a little bit closer and take your elbows back and up, it's more into your triceps. You can go a little bit wider. There's lots of fancy ways you can do it. But inhale down, exhale up. If you are weak in your shoulders, watch out, you're going to start doing all funky things like this. Even your shoulder blades might start to pop up on your back if they are not connecting. So really just work into where you can go. So even if you're starting, if you're on your mat and you want to do it on your mat, and you're starting with small, exhale up. Rather find this first, and then exhale up. And then you can take it down and exhale up. Okay, watch the bum doesn't stay up. You want to keep that plank, that straight line. Exhale, push it up. Okay. If you are normal plank, belly button to spine, you inhale down, exhale, push up. Struggled with that one today, but anyways. Okay, so you want to find where you can get your strength and do as many as you can. At that last one, you may be struggling a little bit. And because that's where you're going to start building that strength up within your arms. So when you are doing these, just make sure you have that stability and that strength in your shoulder girdle and in your back stabilizers so that you can come and move from the right place. Okay, when we have weights, I'm going to show you here. I mean, you can stand up and do these as well. Just want to show you as we go. Make sure, again, those shoulders are down. Carefully not making the weight too heavy. So rather have less. You can even use no weights if you feel that you need to. And focus more on bringing your mind to your body. Okay, so I'm going to do it one at a time, belly button in towards your spine, and I'm just going to lift the arm up here. Okay, so it's coming to parallel to the floor, and I'm going to inhale, bring it down back to my side, and have that resistance. So I'm not letting the weight bring me down, I'm resisting the weight back down, and then I'm going to the other side. Exhale, and inhale, coming down. And what happens when we don't support ourselves from our back stabilizers is some funky stuff like this. I'm exaggerating so that you can actually see. You might even move in your body, especially if you're standing up while you're doing this. Let me show you quickly. So what might happen is you might start doing things like this, and then we're not moving in our arms, we're actually moving in our back. Okay, so finding those back extensors down the back, the support, the muscles in the back that support the arms. So you can go up to the side as well, shoulders down, lift up, and bring it down, lift up. And you can go from like 10 to 15. You can do a set and then have a short break and then do another round within that. Okay. And then you can also do both arms at the same time. Slide the shoulder blades down the back. So if you're not connecting, things like this are going to start happening, and then you're just going to find that tension in your neck and your shoulders. Okay, another one we can do. Hands up here, shoulders down. As you slide the hands up, keep those shoulders out of your ears so those shoulder blades are connected on your back. And as you bring those elbows down, think about those lats, slide the shoulder blades down the back, pull the elbows in towards your ribs. And exhale, pushing up. Shoulders down. And exhale, squeeze. So we're always finding that support and that connection that's going to support the movement, to build that strength. Rather go slow. If you want heavier weights, this one's quite hard, especially for ladies with shoulders are harder. So I wouldn't go heavy weights for this, especially if you're starting out. Last two. And last one, so feel those shoulder blades slide down the back, connect into those back muscles to pull the elbows down towards your ribs. So if you're doing it without any intention, all of that starts to happen, and then you are really just going to feel your neck, and you're going to get tense. You might even tense into your jaw. Also try not to hold your breath, like use that breath to help you. So mindfully work with weights. So then it takes, even if you're using light weights, even if you're using no weights, let's say, you can bring that intention to that movement and it's still working into those muscles. So you're finding that resistance. Okay, just watch out you're not coming from tension. So there's lots of ways you can use weights and lots of ways, lots of different types of push-ups, and you can even sit on the chair and do triceps behind you. But if you're moving up and down in your shoulder blades and getting tense into your shoulders, you're going to take away from strengthening into the arms and the back instead of, and you're going to find tension instead of finding strength within that movement. So rather do a little bit less, rather go a little bit slower, rather bend a little bit less, whatever it may be, to find that the stabilizers in your back. Do these exercises where you're pulling down, just thinking with your mind, where am I pulling down from? Close your eyes once again. Feel those muscles from within you and then find the movement. So coming back, just checking in, slowing down, seeing where you're coming from, not just always go, 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 and you do this quickly. Okay, I'm going to show you a back extension and a nice way to get into the mid to upper back extensors as well. It is a basic one. So we are going to lie on our tummies. Here, if you struggle with your lower back, take your legs slightly wider, but you do want to try and keep them in slightly, more towards each other. Hopefully you're not taking them too wide, but if you need to, do so. So play around with us, see where you are. You're going to bring your hands down by your sides, by your shoulders, palms facing down. Back of your neck is long, so you're looking down at your mat. Tops of your feet are into the mat. Carefully you're not letting the ankles sway open. So you have intention in your legs. Try and keep the glutes as relaxed as possible. So you don't want to grip with your glutes to lift you up. And here, that perfect way of thinking about pulling the elbows down towards the shoulders, the ribs, the shoulders out of the ears. You're going to inhale, you're going to lengthen through the top of the head, and you're going to imagine there's something on your mat that you want to lift up and away from. So inhale, lengthen through the top of the head, lifting up, slide the shoulder blades down the back, squeeze those elbows in towards the ribs, your hands come up with you. Check if your buns are clenching, so try and release them a little bit. Come as high as you can, your head is an extension of your spine, so keep the back of the neck long, keep squeezing. You should feel that mid to upper back extensors just underneath your shoulder blades, and exhale coming down. Inhale, lengthen through the top of the head, imagine there's something on your mat, you're looking up and going ew. Keep the back of the neck long, check in with your bum, and exhale, come down. So you can do about 10, 8 to 10 here, and exhale, come down. Inhale, slide those shoulder blades down, connect those elbows towards the ribs so you're feeling those back extensors. Belly button's just pulled up off the mat. Okay, we're going to hold this next one up. Inhale, hold. If you struggle here, just hold it here. Otherwise, we're going to add some arms. And you're going to keep the
chest up as much as you can so that body's up off the mat, and you're going to keep it that height. You're going to reach the arms straight out like Superman, Superwoman, and then slide the shoulder blades down and bring those elbows back in towards your ribs. Okay, so keeping the shoulders out of the ears as you slide those arms straight, and exhale, squeeze the elbows in towards the ribs. Feel those back extensors work. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Keep the back of the neck long. Check in that you're not lifting your shoulders up into your ears. 2 more. And exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. And you can slowly come down and push into a rest position just to release the back. Slowly come up. So just remembering when we're working arms and backs, you're coming from that place of strength, from support, and not just from tension and lifting up and being, not forgetting about the stabilizers in the back. So find those connections, slow it down, and find that support that you can use to find the proper push-up, to work within your range, within your strength, that you can create a strong, powerful movement, strong arms from how much you can work, and just enjoy it. See how far you can go. See if today maybe you do 5 push-ups. It's a good way to get the blood flowing as well, and then tomorrow maybe you do 6. So it's just literally, even if it starts from 1 and then the next day 2 and then the next day 3, work with your body, find your progression, find where you can come from, but just make sure you are coming from that place of strength and stability, and use your breath to help you move through those.